I'm the Amazing Atheist. I hope everyone's had a good President's Day if you live in America. I know that's a big holiday for a lot of people. A lot of people get pretty vigorous in their celebration. Anyway, my book, The Douchebag Bible, written by me, my book, not just a book I own, but a book I wrote, thank you very much, is on sale. $5 off the personalized edition. That's where I sign it, and I draw a pretty little picture inside, and I write you a note. And tomorrow only, the digital download is half off, and then for the rest of the month, it's also $5 off. So check that out. We're having a sale all through the rest of the month, maybe a little bit past the end of the month. We'll see. Could be a crazy sale that just goes on for all eternity, or it could be gone tomorrow. You never know. You better act now.
So today is President's Day, a day most Americans have heard of, but few have actually celebrated. President's Day celebrates George Washington's birthday, February 22nd. So why doesn't the holiday fall on his birthday and instead always a Monday? You can thank the 1971 Uniformed Holiday Bills, which were intended to create more three-day weekends and give people more time off. Ironically, it's impossible for the third Monday of February to fall on the 22nd, so a holiday originally meant to commemorate Washington's birthday literally cannot land on Washington's birthday. And why is it called President's Day if it's really George Washington's birthday? Well, some states in fact do call it President's Day, but the federal government officially calls it Washington's birthday, even though it isn't. But advertisers really embrace calling it President's Day because, well, it's something you'll remember and they can have a bunch of sales. A 3-day weekend in midwinter seems like a great time to sell Americans more stuff. Because if there's anything we need in America, it's the opportunity to buy more stuff. That's President's Day and that's patriotism. Now for some fun facts about U.S. presidents. The only president to be unanimously elected was George Washington. He also refused to accept his presidential salary, which was $25,000 a year. Maybe he was just really self-conscious because he was on all the money. Actually, he wasn't added to the money until 1869, decades after his death. Andrew Johnson was the first president to be impeached. He was acquitted by one vote in the Senate. It would be another 131 years before another president, Bill Clinton, would be impeached. Some of you might say, what about Nixon? But he resigned before he could be impeached. No president has ever been an only child. So if you want to be president, but you don't have a brother or sister, you need to tell at least one of your parents to get to work. Andrew Jackson is the only president to kill a man in a duel. Well, that we know of. In 1806, Jackson shot Charles Dickinson, not to be confused with Charles Dickens, who had accused him of cheating on a horse race bet and then insulted his wife Rachel. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams paid a visit to William Shakespeare's home in 1786. Shakespeare was already dead by then, just in case you don't know. There, they chipped off a piece from Shakespeare's chair as a souvenir, so next time you get accused of vandalism at a museum, just tell them that the presidents used to do it too. Ulysses S. Grant smoked a ton of cigars, at least 20 a day. After a great military victory at the Battle of Shiloh, citizens sent him more than 10,000 boxes of cigars as gratitude. He died of throat cancer in 1885. Benjamin Harrison was the first president to have electricity in the White House. However, he was so scared of getting electrocuted that he would never touch the light switches himself. George Washington, thinking that shaking hands was beneath the dignity of the president, preferred to bow to greet guests. To avoid being forced into a handshake, he would place one hand on his sword and hold his hat in the other. I actually wish this tradition had continued to this day. John Adams, the second president, and Thomas Jefferson, the third, both died on the same day, July 4th, 1826, exactly 50 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Adams' last words, probably apocryphal, are said to be, "Jefferson survives," when in fact Jefferson had died hours earlier. George W. Bush is the president with both the highest and lowest recorded approval ratings. They peaked after 9/11 and slumped after Hurricane Katrina. President Obama is a well-known nerd who collects comic books. What a loser. Ha ha. When Nichelle Nichols, Uhura from Star Trek, visited the White House, Obama made the Vulcan salute in greeting. Today's comment activity is for you to tell me what you would do if you were president, not just of America, but of the entire world. Subscribe to my channel if you so desire, and you do so desire because I want you to so desire.